I've been spending a lot of time with this chat AI. It's called ChatGPT, and it's on OpenAI. I think you can see the link up top here. It's really cool. You can basically ask it questions and it answers them. It does a pretty good job at being correct and conversational. And so I thought it'd be kind of cool to explore it here on the YouTube channel and kind of look at what it's capable of, what its limitations are, and how it might be used by someone interested in philosophy. That's kind of my thought here. So I'm basically just going to ask some questions. I'm going to try to test it in ways that I am comfortable, ways that I might know if it's wrong, and then I'm going to try to expand into other questions that are maybe a little more open-ended and see kind of what happens. So this is just me using the chat, and let's just basically see what's going on. I figured I would start by asking some questions in concepts that I'm pretty familiar with to see if it's going to do a good job at answering them, if it's going to answer it correctly, that sort of thing. And so I figured my main area of expertise, if you could call that, is with Plato. So I'm just going to ask it a simple question about Platonic writing. So I think probably the most popular, or one of the most popular of the dialogues, is the Apology. So I'm just going to ask it to quickly summarize Plato's Apology. Can you summarize Plato's I said Apology. Apology. Okay, let's learn how to type. Here we go. Can you summarize Plato's Apology? Here we go. All right, so it came back pretty quick. Sometimes it kind of buffers a little bit, but so I'll read it as it's writing. And okay. Plato's Apology is a dialogue in which Socrates defends himself against the charges of corrupting the youth and not believing in the gods. That's right. In the dialogue, Socrates explains that he does not intentionally corrupt the youth, but rather tries to help them think for themselves and question the beliefs and values that they have inherited. He also explains that he does not believe in the gods as they are traditionally understood, but rather in a higher, more abstract concept of the divine, kind of. Throughout the dialogue, Socrates engages in a series of arguments with his accusers and the jurors who will decide his fate. He tries to persuade them that he is not guilty of the charges against him and that he is actually doing a service to the city. That's true. By helping the citizens think critically and examine their beliefs. However, despite his argument, the jurors ultimately find him guilty and sentence him to death. One of Plato's most famous works, Cornerstone of Western Philosophy. That's great. Let's see if we can dig a little deeper. Can you tell me about Socrates? What are we going to call this? The demon, the inner voice, let's call it the demon. I don't know if that's going to work. Is that spelled right? I thought that's how it's spelled, isn't it? Whatever. It refers to a demon, a divine voice that he claims to have heard throughout his life. According to Socrates, this demon has always warned him when he's about to do something wrong or foolish. Yep, that's right. And he guides him towards the right path. Closely tied to Socrates, concept of the divine. So it is kind of it's taking some stances here. That is to say, it's not universally accepted that the inner voice has a direct how you say connotation to the divine. I think it's probably pretty well accepted, but still, I think that it's important to note that the concept of the demon is not unique to Socrates, but rather a belief in ancient Greek culture. It's also worth noting that the concept of demon has been interpreted. Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. All right, so it even qualifies that. So here I am saying that it's taking a stance. It is, and then it tells me that it is. So this is pretty good. I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily take it and, just present everything as fact, but I got to say I'm pretty impressed. How about what happened to with the Oracle Delphi? Man, sorry for my bad spelling. Maybe it's just capitalization. Still in the apology. Okay, received a prophecy from the oracle of Delphi that he was the wisest man in Athens. This prophecy puzzled Socrates, as he did not consider himself to be particularly wise. Yeah, I think that this is doing a really good job. A really good job at summarizing these things. I'm pretty impressed. All right, let's try to dig a bit deeper. So this is kind of all basically what we've been asking now is kind of more how you'd say historical or factual, just like events that happened. So let's try to dig into maybe some more conceptual things, and let's actually step away from the apology because it probably will try to give that sort of answer in the apology. Let's go to let's talk about the good. Yeah. This is actually a very hard question to answer through Plato's dialogues. What is the form of the good according to Plato? Fundamental concept that represents the ultimate standard of goodness and ultimate goal of human life. Plato believed that good was the highest and most perfect reality and that it was the source of other forms and values. Sure. According to Plato, the form of the good is not something that can be seen and touched, but rather an abstract eternal principle that can be apprehended through reason and contemplation. He argued that the good is the ultimate knowledge, object of knowledge, and that the ultimate source of all understanding, and the ultimate goal to strive for. Plato believed that the good was the source of all other forms, and that it was the highest and most perfect of the forms. Okay. Ultimate standard of goodness. All right, great. So here's something that would be really interesting for research purposes. Plato talks about the good in a couple of dialogues. Obviously, the Republic is the most prominent, but he talks about it in a couple. I think the Phaedrus and, well, either way, let's see if it knows. What dialogues does Plato discuss the forms? Let's make this grammatically correct. In dialogues. Let's see, we'll get it. A number of dialogues, including the Phaedo, Symposium, and Republic, Parmenides. Oh, I said Phaedrus. I meant to say Phaedo. This is useful. This is really useful. Because even if you're just trying to find out where things are located, not bad. The Parmenides is actually the dialogue where he gets questioned by Parmenides on the good, and kind of comes up lacking. So, yeah, that's pretty helpful. I'm pretty impressed. Let's ask another kind of more abstract question. In what ways did Plato influence? Wow. Aristotle. Boom. Disagree with certain aspects of Platonic thought. Emphasis and importance of reason and contemplation. Yeah, I mean, if you think about the end of the Republic and the end of the Nicomachean Ethics, kind of come to the same conclusion that that sort of the contemplation is sort of the way to go. Yeah, pretty cool. I like that you can really ask some pretty particular questions. I wonder if you can ask questions about the Greek. Let's see. How would I write this? What is the first Greek word written in the Republic. That is, I think, katabino is the word. Let's see, will it tell me? Will it tell me in Greek? Okay, that's true, right? But but that's not the I don't want the title. What's the first? Let's try this. Greek word in the text of the Republic. Let's see. All right, so yeah, it's gonna give me the list of characters. But I can try a different approach. Let's see. What is the Greek word for I went down in the Republic? This would be pretty impressive. Yeah, katabino. Yeah, it's what's it called? Wow, that's pretty good. I like that. As you can see, I had to kind of guide it. I mean, I knew the answer, but I had to guide it to get the answer that I want. So you have to be careful, because if you were just looking for, if you just ask this question, the answer would sort of be wrong. But still, I wonder, this would be crazy. What is the most used word? This might just be, an article or something in the Republic. Is it possible? Will it get it? I've seen it kind of do this. Determine what's used in the Republic. It depends on the translation. Okay, fine. Frequently in text include justice, city. I don't know what that virtue. Good. Oh man, I can really. This is cool. I really like this. It'll do Greek, which is really cool. I mean, really cool. All right, let's see. How far are we into this video? We're gonna have to cut this into maybe multiple. Why can't I see the time? Yeah, we're getting on 15 minutes. Let's do a couple more questions and then be done. Let's see. Oh, let's do this. What was the historical like? So this is hopefully going to pull from Aristophanes, pull from Xenophon and Plato, and see what it comes up with. Okay. Yep. Oh, maybe it's just going to be kind of general. Okay. All right. Here we go. Didn't write any works himself. Okay. Largely in the writings of his Plato, Xenophon, and we don't get Aristophanes. But let's see if it knows about Aristophanes. What did Aristophanes, did I spell that right? Say about Socrates? Question mark. It's going to talk about the clouds. This is so cool. I'm pretty pumped about the Greek stuff though. I mean, that's really cool. Um, yeah, I mean, I'm impressed with how quickly it comes up. I'm impressed with, um, there's a lot of nuance, and I think it qualifies where it needs to qualify. It's this is really useful. Now, as someone who does videos for YouTube, I wonder how easy it would be. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to do this, okay? So don't get mad at me, but I wonder how easy it would be. Let's see. I make educational videos for YouTube. Period. Can you write me a script of about 200 words on I don't know, Plato's views on epistemology. Boom. If you see this video, you'll know where it came from. Most famous ideas. Okay, fewer forums. All right, so I never have to write another script in my life, do I? I don't know if that's quite 200 words, but not bad. So as you can see, there's a lot of potential here. I'm hoping to do a couple more of these, just kind of exploring what sorts of things we can accomplish with this. If you liked it, please let me know. If you want to check this out, you can. It's available. I think they're still accepting signups, so it's openai.com, and find it from there. It's not hard. So if you have any questions about maybe another idea that we can do with this, let me know. I'll do it in another video. If not, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon.